10 fragrances for the rest of my life. As it stands right now, what would be my 10 fragrances for life? Well, let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? My name is Darian, man. I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy on this channel. We talk about fragrances, of course, but I also like to throw in some style and grooming tips as well. So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting that little bell icon as well. So anytime a new video gets uploaded on YouTube, you guys get notified. On today's video, guys, as I said, we're going to be talking about right now, as of this moment, what would be the 10 fragrances that I would keep for the rest of my life. I know this is a topic that is covered quite often, but every couple months, every 6 months or so, I like to kind of do it to kind of see where I am. It kind of, makes me really look at the collection, analyze everything, and kind of see, what are my favorites at that particular moment in time. What I will say is that I noticed that there are about 5 or 6 of these fragrances that will probably, I don't want to say never change, but they don't change a lot. When I do this video and I cover this topic, I noticed there are about 5 or 6 maybe of these that are always there. The other 4 sometimes kind of rotate or change based on newer acquisitions and things of that nature. But anyway, that's what we're talking about today. 10 fragrances for the rest of my life. It's always just a fun topic to do. So if you want to see what's on the list right now, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into it. First and foremost, a few honorable mentions. Any fragrance that I've ever worked on would be, of course, in my For Life video. So I've done 5 fragrances with Navitus Parfums. If you guys are newer to the channel and you didn't know that, a few years back, I worked with a brand called Navitus Parfums and I produced 5 fragrances. So all 5 of those fragrances would definitely be on my For Life video list, as well as a fragrance I did with another creator here on YouTube, Jose Zuniga, from Teaching Men's Fashion. He brought me in to creatively direct a fragrance that we did called Bon Vivant. So those fragrances would automatically be on the list. Now, 2 other fragrances I want to give a quick honorable mention to is this one from Boulder City, Victorious. This is Mokus. This is black pepper, lavender, orris root, caramel, vanilla, and tonka. Amazing fragrance. Haven't smelled anything else like this in my collection, but this is literally impossible to get. Okay, you cannot get this fragrance anywhere. So that's why I put it on here as an honorable mention. So it's because it's kind of hard to say for life. Although I love it enough to be on this list, you can't get it anymore, anywhere, Even some fragrances that are discontinued, sometimes you can still find them on discounters or maybe a few bottles left, or you can find them on eBay and places like that. You can't find this anywhere. So I would definitely put it on here as an honorable mention because it's that good. And another fragrance that I almost want to put with the fragrances I created or worked on is Original Santal from Creed. This is just my fragrance, period. Point blank in a discussion. This is my fragrance. Lavender, sandalwood, has juniper berries in it, tonka bean, vanilla. It is an amazing fragrance. It has that, and what I've come to know now, also orange blossom in it. It kind of gives this creaminess with the sandalwood and the lavender. Helps to keep it very classically masculine. And then, of course, it has those sweet elements with the tonka and vanilla. Just amazing. And this fragrance is special to me. So that's why it's kind of in another category, but it'll be one I'll always have. So Original Santal from Creed is just synonymous with BowTie Fragrance Guy. It reminds me of my journey on YouTube. So it's very special to me. So that will always be in my collection. This fragrance will definitely always is one of my 10 for life right now. Easily. It's in my top 3 fragrances in my entire collection from the brand of Boulder City, Victorious, Blue Sapphire. Blue Sapphire, definitely gonna have this one for the rest of my life. This is chamomile, which gives this herbal green kind of vibe to it with marigold, rose, oud, amber, and lemon. Yeah, I've always said it kind of smells like candied lemon heads on the top. You know, I guess it's kind of the florals with that kind of herbal nuance that you're getting from the marigold and the chamomile in here, combined with the lemon. And then you have, again, like I said, a little bit of oud in the background with rose. Man, just for me, everything I love in a fragrance. It is perfect. It performs like a monster. This is a beast mode performer, and it smells phenomenal. This is definitely one that is in those 5 or 6 that I talked about. I find it hard to believe that this will probably ever be replaced in my 10 for life. It's been pretty consistent in the top 10 since I've gotten it. But anyway, I love this stuff from the brand of BowTie City Victorious. One of my 10 for life. Blue Sapphire. This is one of those fragrances that's kind of a newcomer to my 10 for life, but man, I can't get enough of this one, and I could be prisoner of the moment with this one, but right now I put it on there from the brand of Bond No. 9. This is called Number 1. Number 1. Now this is Ylang Ylang Rose, tonka bean, vanilla, patchouli, and white musk. Wow. A lot of people describe Ylang Ylang because it comes across different in fragrances, and I've described it this way as well. A lot of times, Ylang Ylang has this honey, banana, almost like smell to it. That's exactly what you get. If you want to smell what Ylang Ylang smells like in a fragrance, when people say it has like this banana kind of appeal to it, it is in here. But it is very warm, sweet. It has some floral presence to it. So I know some of the guys that don't really do florals may not be able to get with this one, but I promise you, man, just try it. Just try it. It's great. The rose here, of course, I am a huge rose lover, but I love this sweet creaminess about this fragrance as well, and just how those things, you know, the sweetness, the florals, and the creamier aspects of it just kind of all work together. Oh, man, this is one of those fragrances. Like I said, I did a video of Have Me in the Chokehold. This is one of the fragrances that really inspired that mindset, because I just can't get enough of it. I can't really say how much is left, but I know that I've knocked out quite a bit of it. But anyway, this is one for right now that will be my 10 for life. This is number 1 from Bond No. 9. All right, guys, this next fragrance has come into my collection and is easily my top 3 in my entire collection. It is not just because of what it costs. It just is. Man, you just have to experience it. But it's from the brand of Parfums. This is Haute Luxe. Without question, in my top 10 for life. Jasmine, benzoin, cloves, cinnamon, iris, and amber are just some of the main notes. Wow. Guys, seriously, I find myself oftentimes when I go into my closet in the morning and I look for something to wear, so many times I want to grab this fragrance. And I've worn it quite a few times already this year. You don't need a lot. A little does go a long way with this one. But every time I've worn it, people have noticed, I've got compliments. It sticks around all day. It creates a wonderful, tremendous CIs on this fragrance that really allows you to enjoy the fragrance yourself as well. So people around you, obviously, at least in my experience, have enjoyed when I've worn this, and I've been able to enjoy it because I've been able to pick it up pretty much all day long. It is has a slight floral touch. It has definitely chypre qualities to it. It is a chypre, but it is powdery, sweet. There's a little bit of creaminess here. Slight. You just gotta smell it, man. Easily in my 10 for life. This one will never go anywhere. Haute Luxe from Parfums. I know it's super expensive, but if you can get a sample, and I heard you, the sample's expensive. I get it. But it's worth smelling. It's worth smelling. If nothing else, is to say, wow, why does this fragrance cost so much? But get your nose on it, man, if you can. Easily in my top 10 for life, Haute Luxe. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list comes from the brand of I'm Wise. This is Reflection 45. Reflection 45, lavender, jasmine, sandalwood, iris, and then they have the myrrh of Papanax and Angelica. notes that they added to the original DNA of Reflection Man and made it even better. It made it even more versatile where you can wear this fragrance year round. I mean, obviously, you could wear the original Reflection Man, I guess, year round, but to me, that's more of a spring summer fragrance as composed, maybe even fall. But they made it where you can really knock this bad boy out in the winter time with the earthy, more earthy, woody elements that they added to here. Like I said, primarily the Angelica, the Opopanax, and the Myrrh, making it more smoky, a little bit more woody, a deeper scent profile, and it lasts all day long, but it still has that sweetness and creaminess and those floral components that we really love from the original Reflection Man. Absolute home run. I have a backup bottle of this. I have a nice dent in this one already. I love this stuff. Definitely in my 10 for life. From the brand of Unwise, Reflection 45. This next fragrance is one that's pretty much been on here most of the time I've done it. I've talked about it a lot on the channel, so some of these I won't spend as much time on, but this is Oud Satin Mauve from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Violet, Bulgarian, and Turkish rose with this oud and vanilla benzoin combination on the dry down. It is, of course, has the rose and oud, but it's sweet and powdery all at the same time. Absolutely love this stuff. There's almost this nutty nuance that comes from it as well that I really enjoy. Almost as if almond was in it. This is just phenomenal, man. Wow, this is fantastic. It's been on here for a long time, so I won't talk as much about it. One of my favorites, of course, Oud Satin Mauve from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. All right, guys, we're kind of going to be on a roll here for some of my lifers that's been on here most of the time that I talk about a lot. So this one from Frederic Malle, of course, done by Dominique Ropillon, Portrait of a Lady. But when I wear it is what? Portrait of a Man or Gentleman. Rose, patchouli, incense, cinnamon, and cedarwood are some of the main notes in this composition. Primarily, you get that rose, patchouli, incense combination that is really the bulk of what the fragrance is about, if I were to really summarize it. And of course, you guys know how much I love this fragrance. It works for me. I know some people have tried this based on my recommendation and not been a fan of it. People say, old lady smell, all this stuff. I can understand where you're coming from. But guess what? On this guy's skin, it works, and I love it. Still holds the record for the most compliments in one take, which is 7. For me, from the brand Frederic Malle, Portrait of a Lady, a.k.a. Portrait of a Gentleman, Portrait of a Man. That's your guy. Check it out. Another one that I've talked about a lot that has been on here quite often. This has actually been in and out of the lineup sometimes, but one of my most worn fragrances ever, so it says a lot. From the brand of Tom Ford, say it with me. Oud wood is oud good. Yep, oud wood. You got rosewood, this cardamom, oud, Sichuan pepper, and tonka bean. So it has a little bit of oud in the background, but then of course it's really about the spiciness, man. The Sichuan pepper is really spicy. The rosewood gives a little bit of a woody spiciness here. Tonka bean lends a little bit to a sweeten up the scent profile. But guys, you cannot go wrong with this stuff. I talk about it a lot, so I won't go on and on about it. Tom Ford's Oud Wood. Easy grab and go. That's why I wear it so much. And I told you guys before, I have a lot of the other products like the body spray, the beard oil, the body wash, body gel, whatever you want to call it. I have all those products to go with it. So when I really want to put it on and layer with that stuff, game over, man. Check it out. From the brand of Tom Ford. Definitely one of my easy 10 for life. Oud Wood. Oud Wood is oud good. This is a newcomer to the list. I had to have like a grab and go. Oud Wood can kind of fit that category, but this one is an everyday thing, man. Everyday thing from the brand of Creed, Absolute Aventus. Absolute Aventus. Pineapple, black currant, oak moss, nutmeg, cloves, and cinnamon. And that's the 3 notes that they added to the original Aventus DNA. So the core is there. The pineapple, the oak moss, the musk, the black currant, all that stuff is there. And they added the spices. So again, I've said this, if you take one of those great batches of Creed Aventus from back in the day and you combine it with Sauvage Elixir, you got a masterpiece. And that's exactly what this is. Now I could have went with a Imagination or a Lovers here, but I think this fragrance has even more, will give me even more versatility than those fragrances. But I did want to have one that kind of fits this category. Don't have to think about it. I don't care where I'm going. I don't care what time of year it is, what time of the day, what the event is, something I can grab, go, spray. You know I'm going to smell great and probably going to get compliments. I chose this one from the brand of Krieg. Absolute Aventus. Absolutely phenomenal fragrance. All right, guys, back in the day, one of the things I used to kind of do with this list is, because I take it very seriously when I choose these fragrances, I used to not want to put fragrances from the same house, like multiple bottles from one house. That's out the door. There's no way I could leave this fragrance off, although I've talked about another from this brand, from the brand of Parfums. It's got to be on here, the Allure. No way I could leave this off. Peach, jasmine, leather, labdanum, benzoin, and sandalwood are some of the main notes. A masterpiece of a fruity chypre. It's one that you just gotta get your nose on, guys. Like I said, I know I talk about this fragrance quite often. It's still expensive. Not of course as expensive as Alt Luxe, but it's an expensive fragrance retail. And this is one of those fragrances I paid full retail for this, because when I got it, it's kind of a Christmas gift to myself, you know? At least that's the way I justified it in my mind, but I had to have it. And I'd buy it again. That's how good this fragrance is. If you love chypres, it is a must smell from the brand of Parfums, the Allure. All right, guys, and I saved this fragrance for last. It has always been in my 10 for life, and it's because it's also discontinued. All right. You might have a little bit more luck getting this than Mokus. That's why I still put it on the list. Mokus is impossible, pretty much. But this one you look up every now and again, especially in the Killian group online on Facebook. This one comes up sometimes. And there is a great alternative to it that smells exactly like it, just not as deep. But anyway, from the brand of Killian, Straight to Heaven Extreme. You know what time it is. Rum, cedarwood, patchouli, dried fruits, and amber are the main notes to this masterpiece. And like I said, if it were not for the fact that sometimes you can still find this online, different places, and the fact that Straight to Heaven, the original, existed, I may not put this on here just because, you know, it'll be another one that's discontinued and impossible for people to really get their nose on. But still being true to my list, it would, you know, it's one of my favorites, you know, but I would do it as an honorable mention. But like I said, honestly, guys, if you get the original Straight to Heaven, you're still going to get the essence of this. It's just the cedarwood isn't as amped up and it's not as boozy, but you're going to be able to smell what Straight to Heaven smells like. But anyway, guys, cedarwood, rum. That's really what this fragrance is about at the end of the day. That's really what it's about. It's just boozy. It is good. It's woody. It's masculine. And it's super sexy. Super sexy. One of my sexiest fragrances in my collection. So, had to be on here. I love this stuff. From the brand of by Killian. Straight to Heaven Extreme. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today, as I gave you, as it stands right now, my 10 fragrances for life. What are some fragrances you have right now in your collection that will be on your 10 for life list? Drop it down below. I would love to hear from you down in the comment section. And as always, guys, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take out a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure that you're sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell what? That's right. Fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.